Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know why it was tripping. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know. The YouTube was tripping. I don't know. It started tripping, so I just closed it out and started it back over. Sorry about that. Hola, Destiny. Oh, Destiny, I have something for you. I have Cinnamon, Destiny. Cinnamon's my friend. I've been keeping her safe, okay? So whenever you want Cinnamon back, just let me know. But I've been keeping her safe. She's been good, right? Cinnamon has been good, right? I love Cinnamon. Mwah. All right. I'll never forget you, Destiny. I'll always remember you. You was always nice to Mr. T. Um, okay, let's get started real quick. Let's do these problems, then we can chill after that, okay? Today is page 143, the last day. All right. We're on page 143. All right. And we're talking about financial literacy or money. All right. Financial means money, and literacy is the ability to read, write, and understand. All right. So financial literacy, the ability to read, write, and understand money. All right. All right. On page 143, number one says, "What's up, Juana?" Number one says Hector is an electrician. He earns a salary of $49,000 per year. He must pay $30 in taxes for every $100 he earns. How much is Hector's net income? All right. So again, Hector's an electrician. He get 40,000 a year. They pay him 40,000 a year, 49,000 a year. All right, but he got to pay $30 in taxes for every $100. All right. So how much is Hector's net income? Well, net income. Remember, I said income is like fishing. Gross income is the entire lake of fish, and net income is what you actually take home in your net. So net income is what you actually, the money that you actually get in your paycheck, in your net, right? So it says he must pay $30 in taxes for every $100. So that means he losing $30 in taxes out of every 100. That means his net income is the other 70 out of $100, right? Because it says he's paying $30 out of 100 in taxes. So that means his net don't have the other 70 out of 100. Right? Well, you say 70 out of 100. If I convert that to a decimal, then that means I put 70 in the hundreds place value spot. So 70 out of hundreds is that's 70 hundreds, right? That's 70 hundreds in decimal form. So he's going to get this amount of money out of his salary. Well, if his salary is $49,000 a year, then that means 49,000 times 0.70, right? Or you can just do 0.70. So you can save yourself some multiplication. All right. Now, this is a simple multiplication problem. Anything times 0 is 0. So the whole first row is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. All right? Now you've done everything times 0. You need to put a placeholder 0 right here and do everything times 7. All right? Well, 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 9 is 63. So there's a 3 right here, and you're going to carry the 6. 7 times 4 is 28. And 28 plus 6 is 34. All right? So now you're saying, okay, Mr. T, I got a whole bunch of zeros when I add, right? Because when you add, you got 0, 0, 0, 0, 3, 4, 3. Right? Well, you need 2 places behind the decimal point because you have 2 places in your problem. So these last two zeros are behind the decimal point. So 1, 2, 3, comma. So the answer is $34,300. This is how much out of his $49,000 that he gonna actually get in his net income. All right. So that means the answer is D. All right. Again, how do we get this? Well, if he paid $30 in taxes for every $100, then that means only $70 out of every 100 is in net income, because the taxes took the rest out. So he had out of every $100, 30 gonna go to taxes, 70 gonna go to him in net income. So that's how I got 70 out of 100. Well, all I did was convert this 70 out of 100 into a decimal. When I convert it into a decimal, all you gotta do is multiply it times his salary, and you'll see how much his net income is. His net income is. So 49,000 times 0.070 is 34,300. All right. Preguntas de número uno. Questions about number 1? All right. Yeah, it's like good. Everybody's good. All right. Number 2. Now, it's important because before you know it, you're going to have a job. You're going to look up and you're like, man, I'm going to have a job. All right. And it's important to know that you're not going to get all your money in your paycheck. You got to pay taxes. So you might have, oh man, I made $200. Well, you might only get $160 out of that 200. That other $40 is going to go to taxes. So your net income is $160. So I just want you to know, don't think you're going to get all your money. It's not how it works. You got to pay taxes. All right. Number 2, the McLean family spent too much of their budget on groceries during the first half of the month. For the second half of the month, which part of their budget could they use towards their groceries? All right. So they had a grocery budget, but they went over in the first half of the month. The first half of the month, just so y'all know, is between the 1st through the 15th. That's the first half of the month. And then the 16th to the 30th or 16th to the 31st, that's the second half of the month. So if you chop a month in half, the first part of the month is 1st through the 15th. Then the 16th through the 30th or the 31st, that's the second half of the month. right? So it's saying this family spent too much on groceries in the first half of the month, right? And they're trying to make up for it in their budget so their budget can stay balanced. So basically, they're trying to figure out which one of these categories, A, B, C, or D, which one of them can I take money from for groceries, right? So the only way to do that is to look at them. Well, A says entertainment. B says insurance. C says rent. And D says trash collection. Now, Giselle says A. Andrea says A. You learned well from me. All right. Now, what you can't do is you can't take money from rent. Everybody know that. If you don't know that by now, you probably gonna get put out your apartment. Hey, Miguelito, I'm sorry I had to start the stream over. YouTube was tripping. But you can't get rid of rent. You automatically know. I can't take money out of rent just to eat. Nah, they're going to put me out. I'm going to be eating them groceries on the curb. Right? So you can't take money out of rent. You surely can't take money out of insurance. Because if something happened and you need that insurance, they ain't going to care. Insurance is something you have to have. All right? Now, some apartments that you live in make you pay like $5 a month or $10 a month for trash collecting. The reason why you pay for trash collection is those dumpsters that the apartment has, that the trash truck pick the dumpsters up and dump them. Those things are not free. I know you might think that they're free. They're actually not free because the apartment pays for them to come once a week or twice a week to dump that trash. So trash collecting is not free. You might think it's free because you don't know, because you're young, you don't know. But trash collecting is not free. Even if you have a house, trash collection is not free. So, and like in my house, we still pay for trash. Because if you don't pick it up, you don't have how you gonna get rid of the stuff you got. You got trash collection is mandatory, so you can't get rid of that. Because soon as you eat them groceries and you got to throw the wrappers away in the trash, well, you ain't got nobody to come pick up the trash, right? But what you don't need all the time is entertainment, right? You're not gonna die without Netflix. You're not gonna die without Hulu, without Disney Plus. You're not gonna die without them. You can go without them. Matter of fact, you was born without them. You can go without that. You don't necessarily need that. All right. So if you ever are finding yourself in position like the McLean family in number two, where you need some more money for some stuff that you really need, what you need to do is cut spending on some of the stuff that you don't need. All right. Well, man, you know what? I'm gonna cut the Netflix off this month so I can have a few more dollars for groceries. Oh man, I'm gonna suspend my account here or suspend my account there, or I ain't gonna go to Sky Zone, or I ain't gonna do this, I ain't gonna do that. If you cut that money out of your entertainment budget, you'll have the same money for something else. Right? Now, Natalie, I'm not going to say that you don't need entertainment. Everybody needs entertainment. You don't want to live no boring life. Oh, I just go home every day and read books and I read the dictionary every day. No, that's not realistic. So you need entertainment, but it's not more important than these other things. Right? You just got to prioritize which one is more important. Rent is more important. Insurance is more important. Trash collecting, running your household, that's more important than having entertainment. All right. Any questions about number two? If you're good on number two, give me a thumbs up. All right, cool. Number 3 says Leilani is doing an art project at home, right? Her supply list is shown below. So you have a table full of supplies that she's going to buy for her art project, right? So I'm going to draw the table real quick. So in her table, she has fabric. She has glitter. She has pipe cleaners. I don't know what the hell she's making with pipe cleaners, but and she has tissue paper. All right. Now the fabric was $2.94. The glitter was $4.52. Pipe cleaner was $8.65, and tissue paper was $6.41. All right. Now it says Leilani's budget was $18. All right, she probably saved up her allowance or her spare change or something, and she got $18 that she want to use to make this art project. Right. So which item should she remove to meet her budget exactly? All right. So basically, if she needs to remove a budget, think about her being at the store. You get to the counter, right? You like, add up all the stuff, and you like, dang, I don't got enough money, right? So what you got to do? You got to remove an item that you was gonna buy to fit your budget. So what this question is saying is, her budget is $18, and one of these got to be removed so she can meet her budget exactly. All right. Well, the first thing you need to do is figure out how much is all these added up together. Then you're gonna take $18 away from it, which is her budget, and it's gonna tell you how much you went over, and then you'll see which one you should take off. All right. So step one is to add all of these together. All right. So we're gonna do $2.94 plus $4.52 plus $8.65 plus $6.41. All right, so if you're in my class, you already know we add up um, things at the same time. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 plus 2 is 12. That's the 2. Carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. 15 plus 6 is 21. 21 plus 4 is 25. Put down the 5, carry the 2. You put the decimal point right here. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. And 16 plus 6 is $22.52. So if Leilani got to the cash register and she saw, hey man, all this stuff was $22.52. I was just throwing all the stuff in the cart. I didn't even realize how much money it was. It's gonna be embarrassing, but when she get to the counter, she gonna say, "Man, I only got $18. I need to take some stuff off." Right? So instead of guessing right here, instead of saying 2250 minus this, 2250 minus this, 2250 minus this, 2250 minus this, instead of guessing which one you're gonna have to take off, all you have to do is subtract $18 from it, because $18 is the money she had, and it'll tell you how much money she went over $18. See, the answer right here It's the difference between $22.52 and $18. And once you find out what's the difference between the cost and her money, you'll know which one you need to take off. All right. So 2 minus 0 is 2. Well, I automatically know the answer is glitter because it's the only one with 2 in the hundreds place, right? But we can keep going. 5 minus 0 is 5. And 2 minus 8 I can't do. So this becomes a 1 and this becomes 12. 12 minus 8 is 4. 1 minus 1 is 0. So I went over $45.52. And say, which one do I got to take off? Well, the glitter is the one I got to take off because it's $4.52, right? So like your sales said, the answer is B. All right? Good job, Giselle. Any questions about number 3? You can give them to me now. If not, you can put the symbol for no questions. 0 with a line drawn through. All right. Well, number 4 is easy. It says Mr. Dupree owns a home. Each year he pays a tax on the value of his house and the land. What is this tax called? Right? So, in my class, I want to remind you, the name of the tax comes from why you got taxed. Right? So, you see income tax, payroll tax, property tax, sales tax. Well, the name of the tax comes from why you got taxed. Right? So, in this property, this is property tax because it says he pays a tax on the value of his house and the land. Well, that's his property. So that's why you're paying property tax, right? If you were in the store buying a bag of chips and the store was selling you a bag of chips, you pay sales tax. If you were on someone's payroll because you're working for them, you'll be on the list of names of people that they pay. That would be payroll tax. They're your employer and you're the employee. And if you are earning money, you would be making an income, so you'd have to pay income tax. But this tax is simply talking about the value of the property and land, right? Oh, the value of his house and the land. Well, your house and your land is your property, so you're paying property tax, right? Give me a second. I'm gonna show you my property tax. I said, give me a second. I'm gonna show you my property tax. All right, it is Fort Bend County, Fort Bend Central Appraisal District. That I live in Fort Bend, right? So every year, Fort Bend sends you an appraisal of your house, right? They tell you, oh, this is how much I think your house and your land is worth. So when they send you that letter, they're gonna say, we think that you owe this amount of property tax based on the value of your house and your land, right? So I want to show you what it looks like. I don't know if you can see it. There's the property ID. That's the owner name. It says Trey Ham, me, and my wife Brittany. Right? All right. And then this is how much the house. All right. So they give you the value of the house and they think, oh, okay, well, you have to pay taxes on that because that's how much we think your house and your land is worth. So that's how property taxes work. All right. Any questions about property tax? Okay. All right. Did you do y'all homework? Yesterday I asked you to Google the United Mexican States, right? Because most of y'all know about the United States, but you don't know about the United Mexican States. Mexico has states too. Can anybody tell me how many states does Mexico have? If you know how many states Mexico have, type it in. Natalie, Mexico has 3,222. Yeah, there's 32 states in Mexico. Good. I didn't know that at first. I thought Mexico was one big country and it had like cities. I didn't know Mexico had states. Yeah, but it does. Miss Garcia told me. It's like, yeah, Miss Garcia told me. Miss Garcia is from Mexico. She's like, yes, Mexico has states just like the United States. I said, what? Like, yeah, they do. Yes, and you're exactly right. There's 32 states. Good. I'm glad you did your homework. All right. Do you guys have anything else for me? Bye, Yaylin. No, bye. Sorry, Miss Patrick was texting me. I was reading her text. Um, what type of story? What do you want it to be about? Natalie, I never got in the Army. I was never in the Army. I was in the Air Force. Right? Not no Army. Me no Army. Me no Army. All right. Let me show you something. My whole military uniforms. See that? Air Force. Okay? No Army. All right. See? All right. No Army. Air Force. Okay? And this is my old uniform. That's my other uniforms or whatever. So I still got my uniforms. Um, you said how did I get there, Natalie? It's called signing up. All you gotta do is sign up for it. um, when I was in high school, I used to play basketball really, really good, but I had a bad attitude, and I used to get in trouble all the time. And I ended up having a fight with my coach. Um, and me and my coach got into a fight, so I fought my basketball coach. And I got mad and I took my jersey off. I spit on the jersey and I threw the jersey on top of the roof of the school. Right? That was real bad back then. Right? I'm a real nice guy now. Right? Um, but anyway, I had scholarships. So my coach tore up my scholarships. He ripped them up. I had basketball scholarships. So he tore them up. Yeah. I actually found the letter in the trash in his office. He tore it up and he called the schools back and told them don't give me a scholarship because I'm not coachable. Right? You wouldn't like me at your school because I don't listen. Yeah, my coach told him that. So um, I ended up going to the Air Force because I wanted to get out of my bad neighborhood. I still wanted to get out the neighborhood. All right. So that's how I ended up going to the Air Force because I lost my basketball scholarships. I had three of them, three basketball scholarships. I lost all three of them. So I ended up going to the Air Force. But the Air Force is the best thing that ever happened to me because it gave me like discipline and it helped me get out of my neighborhood. It helped me see the world. I've been all over the world. So that was a good thing, Natalie. Don't be sad because it was a good thing because if I would have went to college, I probably would have messed up in college that early. See, I didn't go to college until later in life. I went to the Air Force first. Uh, I went to the Air Force. I got training. I started working on airplanes. I started doing this, started doing that. I traveled the world. And then after that, then I went to college. So I didn't go to college until later. So, but the Air Force paid for me to go to college. So some of you, if you know you're not ready, if you know you're not going to be ready to go to college right after high school, or you want to take a break, I would say like do 4 years. Do 4 years. And in 4 years, if you don't like it, you can get out. Um, 4 years is not a long time. You've been in elementary school longer than 4 years. 4 years is not a long time. So if you know after college, I mean after high school that you like, oh, I don't want to go to college right now, but you don't have nothing else going on. You ain't working. You don't do that. If I were you, I would look into the military. It might be good for you, and the military trains you. All right. You said what a lie? What do you mean, Natalie? I was hiding in Louis. What? What are you talking about, Natalie? Okay, Natalie, have you been drinking alcohol, Natalie? Because I don't understand nothing you typing. But yeah. So that's what happened. Me and my mom went to the to the recruiter. Now, uh, some of y'all know where Gulfgate Mall is. You know where Gulfgate Mall is? Where the mall is by like Telephone and up there by the freeway, Gulfgate Mall. Well, there's a recruiter for the military in Gulfgate Mall. So that's where I went. I went up there and I talked to the Air Force guy. I knew I wasn't gonna go to the Army because I didn't like the Army. I knew I wasn't gonna go to the Navy or none of that. So I went up there and talked to the Air Force guy. And after talking to him, I was like, okay, I might like it. So I just tried it. Sometimes in life, you just got to jump out there and try. You ain't going to know. Don't be sitting back all scared all the time. Sometimes in life, you just got to get out there and do it. Right? And that's how I ended up going to the Air Force. So after I graduated, you graduate at the end of May. And in July, I took the month of June off. I was at home with my mom or whatever after I graduated. Then in July, I left. I went to the military. Right? Um, but other than that, we good. I think we finished. If you need me for anything, you can hit me on Microsoft Teams. If you got Microsoft Teams and you already know how to use Microsoft Teams, and hit me on the chat. You can go to the chat in Microsoft Teams, and you can find my name, Mr. Trahan, and then you can send me a message on Microsoft Teams, or you can send me a message on Instagram. Instagram will probably be faster than Microsoft Teams. All right. All right. I love all of y'all. If you need me for anything, just let me know. All right. You can just hit me on there. You can wherever you want to find me. All right. And if you're not on Instagram, I don't think Michael's on Instagram. Um, just do a search for Trahan. Just type in Trahan. Only person you're gonna see is me, my cousin, and my wife Brittany. I think that's it. So just type in Trahan and you'll find me. All right. If you need me, just let me know. Hit me up, all right? I know Andrea and yourself gonna send me messages because they always send me messages. And Natalie, all right? If y'all need anything, let me know, okay? I love y'all. Enjoy y'all's time off, okay? Because school gonna be different when we come back. I already know it's gonna be different. So take some time, get you some rest, okay? All right, love y'all. Peace.